All right, and now let's go and see how Twitter reacted to the 4-1 win yesterday.
We'll start with Graham Mbappe. He said obviously this is what he said when he first came on the channel back in January. Kulusevski is more suited to the Premier League. That was his prognosis, and he said, I think it's time WeAreTottenham TV offer me a Kulu shirt. And I think you might be right. A few more goals, and I think that shirt has to be coming to Graham Mbappe's way.
And you know what? We are in the process of making a gimme Kulusevski shirt, so maybe we'll just have to send one to Graham Mbappe.
100%. I think he's out one. Terry from the Football Terror says Kulusevski was a better signing than Luis Diaz. But he's put the gauntlet out there. I wonder how many Liverpool fans in his mentions going mad at him. But I think at the moment, I don't think it's debatable who's been the better signing. You could argue it's debatable who's the better player, but in terms of as of now, who's been the better signing, I don't think that's a debate right now.
Completely agree.
I think Kulusevski's well clear.
And also, when you're talking about Luis Diaz and Kulusevski, they both cost the same on FPL, right? 8 million. And I think the majority have all gone for Diaz over Kulusevski.
Yeah, I've gone for Diaz.
You went for Diaz over Kulusevski.
Because I didn't have any Liverpool midfielders, so I needed one. Because I got Kane and Son, so I needed one. But he did hit the bar, to be fair, yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
There's Eric Dyer saying, I told Tanganga to put me in his fantasy team, but he didn't have any belief in me. But there you go. Eric.
I would absolutely love to see the FPL squads of the Tottenham players.
There's a Twitter account, I can't remember the name, who looks at all the FPL accounts of the player, and he looks at any... Because he looks at all the accounts for all the Premier League players, because he looks for any clues of like injuries and stuff. So if someone's
I remember that from last season.
Yeah, so I got to find that Twitter account again. That's brilliant.
Can you search for people on FPL?
I don't know. I think you could. I think he knows what leagues they're in and stuff like that. But I don't know if you can search for them. I don't know. I don't really know that too much about that. Danny Aaron's FIFA Ultimate Team says Kulusevski is the best Swedish player the Premier League has ever seen.
Better than Zlatan, is he?
Is he better than Lundberg?
Lundberg? He's got a long way to go. He's only been here for since January, so I think he needs a bit more time. I mean, Lundberg was in teams that won titles and stuff like that. So once Spurs win the title in the next 2 years, then we can start talking.
He's only 22, maybe. You know the way he's going at the moment. I think
exactly. He's only 22, so it's a bit early to say.
Yeah, but the way he's going, if he keeps it, he's this good at 22.
If he carries on this trajectory, then he will be the best. 22. He will be the best.
Isaac Kim says my game day fit made by this legend at Digital Blood. There's go. Give me. It's a great shirt. I like that. Good stuff there. Spurs International says a thing with this Kulusevski now as competition from Richarlison narrative we keep hearing from outside the media is annoying. What they don't get is that Richarlison will be at his best and better than Everton when Kulusevski is on the pitch with him. And I think that's a decent point. I think Richarlison with Kulusevski could be quite deadly. With Richarlison making those runs from the left-hand side and Kulusevski being all creative. Looking forward to that kind of link-up.
No one's even talking about Richarlison from yesterday, that he wasn't even involved at all. I mean, how devastating our attack can be. We can bring Richarlison in as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Matt Hayes, being on Matt Hayes, says, I'm scared about how much we are all about to fall in love with Ryan Sessegnon. His end product was unrecognisable today. Decision-making and quality was so much better, in brackets, not perfect. The goal wasn't perfect, but they all count. What a talent. Matt Hayes says, even that disallowed goal, the finish on that right foot, running at pace like that was outrageous. I would shut up about that if it were Kane and Son. And he did finish out like he was Sonny, didn't he? With that finish. Shame was just offside, but it shows the confidence he has in the moment. And if he can, and the thing is with Sessegnon is that season for Fulham where he scored like 16 goals or something in the Championship, it shows he knows where the goal is. He has that in him to score regularly. Yeah,
and he looks like a different monster in terms physically as well, Ryan Sessegnon. I think that it came out yesterday, I think, from Danny Kilpatrick or Ali Gold or one of these guys saying that Ryan Sessegnon, just before he came back for pre-season for 2 weeks, worked with a top boxing conditioning coach. And it seems as though he's reaping the benefits of that already, because he's come back in absolutely firing shape and firing form. And, you know, Perisic has got to do some work to get the shirt of him.
Definitely. It's going to be difficult at the moment. Justice for Shukri Abdi says, it's settled then, question mark. This is a quote retweet of the conversation we had about Kulusevski and Saka.
Do you remember that? They were like, they were like, couldn't believe we were like even said the words that were coming out of our mouth. Like Kulusevski's better than Saka. They were like, they didn't even compute in their minds like it's even a conversation, and it's not a conversation.
No, not at the moment because Kulusevski's clear. Brian Daigle says with his video, absolutely, he says, "My very lucky We Are Tottenham TV t-shirt with the stain must remain. Meet the freezer. The freezer meet We Are Tottenham TV with the stain must remain." Yes, I'm crazy, I'm nuts, but every time I do crazy things, but our Spurs official reap the rewards. So he is putting his stained We Are Tottenham TV t-shirt on ice, ready for the next game against Chelsea. Hashtag the stain must remain.
Yeah, Daigle doesn't put champagne on ice, he puts the shirt on ice.
Absolutely fantastic. Let's just he's putting it next to the meat and stuff. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get out next time he needs to eat dinner. He's gonna eat off the show. Absolutely brilliant. There you go.
Do you reckon he spent all night licking that stain?
Absolutely fantastic. He's so funny, Brian. I can't believe he's still wearing that stained shirt. But look, we've got a great record with that shirt. He better keep that shirt.
I think he's worn it every game since
we were at Anfield, I think.
Since Anfield, yeah.
Yeah, and we've won every game, I think, and we drew at Anfield. We won every game since. Kulusevski's game by numbers yesterday: 92% pass accuracy, 59 touches, 8 touches in the box, 7 possessions won, 5 duels won, 4 tackles, 3 chances created, 3 crosses, 2 goals, 2 shots, 1 goal, 1 assist. And what I think the most impressive stats no one's talking about here: 4 tackles, 5 duels won, 7 possessions won.
Is this Cess?
No, this is Kulusevski.
Oh, Kulusevski. Wow.
So this guy is doing monstrous defensive work alongside being our most creative attacker as well.
And I had him captain on BetMate yesterday.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He had a serious game yesterday. Here's Eric Dyer, Romero beating up Eric Dyer after his goal yesterday, which I thought was quite funny. He's just slapping him, just giving. Romero's the funniest guy.
He's savage,
he
isn't
just
he?
beats him up. Just look at it, he gives him a good old. He gives him a punch in the side here. The first look at this one. He just gives him a big. I love Romero so much. He's so funny. Ahead of the curve says Spurs are so dangerous. They're always playing dangerous balls into the box. None of this constant recycling nonsense that certain teams do. Do you think Spurs? Obviously, it's a different approach to teams like City and Liverpool, where we're not so. Obviously, we had most possession yesterday, but we're not so like
possession focused.
Yeah, we're not so bothered about we have to every moment of the game we have to have possession and keep control and recycle possession, all that kind of stuff. So it is a different approach, but I wonder how it will benefit us over the season, and whether there'll be games where we lose control of the game or not. But right now, we seem to have control in and out possession, which under Mourinho was definitely a massive issue for us, having control out in and out of possession.
Yeah, and I think that it's right. I think that every time we do get possession, we're trying to make the most out of it every single time. I mean, the way we bomb forward and everyone surges forward, it's just an unbelievable sight to see. Everyone's getting involved. And I'll tell you what, get the Spurs wing-backs in your fantasy teams right now, because the way they're pushed up so high up the pitch, they're going to be involved so much throughout the season. They really are.
Yeah, definitely. Scouted Football says Kulusevski's assist for Spurs' first goal was extraordinary. So much power and accuracy on a flat cross over a long distance, almost like it was a laser-guided missile onto Ryan Sessegnon's head. Great technique.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, when I was watching the highlights after the game yesterday, I must have replayed that Kulusevski's cross about 1,000 times. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. Like pinpoint, the whip on it, the curl on it, the way he shaped up to cross it as well. I mean, it was just so good. Yeah, so good.
It was absolutely brilliant. The scorekeeper says Tottenham scored 4+ goals on the opening day of the season for the first time since they beat Sheffield Wednesday in '95, which was Klinsmann's debut. So 2 more. I
thought we played Watford first that season, but I don't know.
No, this is a different stat.
Oh,
this is the first time they've scored 4 goals on their opening day since '95. The stat you read out was our biggest opening day.
Right. That was 4-3 that game, wasn't it?
When it was Klinsmann's debut.
Yeah.
So a long time since then. And BLTHFC says, you know the football season has started when the "if that was Xhaka" card is played by Arsenal fans straight after a Spurs game.
If what? Sorry.
If that was Xhaka card.
To what? Sorry.
Because they've been complaining about a couple of our challenges should have been red cards.
Oh, I see.
And they're saying if that was Xhaka, that would have been red card.
Yeah, someone messaged me yesterday, and they were like, Romero should have been sent off for what?
No, there was one challenge which was a bit aggressive, like in the second half, which he wasn't booked for. But there was a bit of a scissor action, but it wasn't a red. It wasn't a red. I think the scissor action makes it look worse than it was, but there wasn't that bad of a contact on Romeo. But Arsenal fans like to complain, don't they? And then this guy, Skipjack, with a picture of Conte after Le Grove says, 2 red card offences for Spurs today. Neither of them were given. New season, same story, disgrace of a team. And then Arsenal fans, honestly, man, they're too much. And then he just posted this picture of Conte drinking a glass of wine.
Can't they just concentrate on their own team?
Definitely, and they never can. Spurs also says Tottenham played a Premier League game at home at 3 p.m. on a Saturday for the first time since beating Burnley 5-0 in December 2019.
That's actually mad.
So that's 3 years ago. That was the game where Sons ran the whole length of the pitch.
Yeah.
That's the last time we played at home on
under
Saturday
Jose.
at 3 p.m.
That's mad.
It's crazy. It's a long, long time ago. And I think that's it. And then the admin for the Spurs admin on Twitter putting "I love Eric Dyer" in the bio just after the game as well was a nice touch from the Tottenham admin. So that was nice to see. But that's it for Twitter Reacts.
All right, brilliant stuff from Spurs Twitter once again.